Hello students. In this video, we are going to discuss about the testing of hypothesis based on single sample and if n is equal to 30, sorry, less than 30. And if n is less than 30, we are using t-test to check the hypothesis. Okay, if you remember, these are the simple some formulae to calculate the critical value means the value of T alpha by 2 and the p value. The method is same. Only one extra thing is included here, that is the degree of freedom. Okay, another here because T distribution is there QT, because there we are using normal distribution, so it was Q norm in the if n is greater than equal to 30. Okay, so let us discuss the problem. Here, what is the question? A telecom service provider, Omantel, claims that the individual customers pay their bills on an average. This is the value of mu. General value he is talking. Because general value, so mu. A sample of 16 customers and bills during a given month is taken a mean, means this is the sample mean. So x bar and standard deviation, that is the value of S for. Simply, we are using this for sigma. S is the sample standard deviation, sigma is the population standard deviation. The value of alpha is 0.05. Now read it. Test the claim that the average bills per month are more than, value is more than. So if you write the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis in this question, what is this? Mu, we will write the alternate hypothesis, mu is greater than 35. Here mu is less than 35. This is the hypothesis. Clear? So because greater than, so it is one tail test you need to remember. So one tail means we will use the concept 1 minus alpha. Okay. So let us type the values here. The value of mu is 35. The value of n is 16. The value of x bar is 38. The value of sigma is 4.4 and the value of alpha is 0.05. So what we can do is here same we can write the comments. What here n is less than 30, so use t test. This is the comment number 1. Number 2, this problem is related to greater, so we can use one tail test. Okay, so the first thing is find critical value, and to find the critical value, what kanun we will use, what formula we will use? It is because it is one tail, so we will use uh, QT and 1 minus ALPHA. This is same Q norm 1 minus alpha because it is one tail. And here you need to write a degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is n minus 1. This is the value. So just type the value. So critical value in this question is coming 1.75. Then find the test value. Find test value. So formula is same that we were using in the previous question. Only what we need to find, we need to write the test value. This is the test value. X bar minus mu into SQRT upon sigma. Sigma, because it is a t-test, you can write sigma, you can write S. So what is the t value coming here? 2.72. And if 2.72 is coming, now you can write the result 1. What is the result 1? We are comparing test value and critical value. And if you will compare the test value and critical value, so it is very easy. Just test value, if test value is greater than critical value, it will be rejected. And here in this case it is rejected because test value is more compared to critical value. Okay, now we need to find the p value. Hash find p value. Okay, so what is the formula for p value? Same. It is a one side problem, so it will be pt bracket start. What is this? Greater. So it will not be pt, it will be 1 minus pt bracket start the test value comma the degree of freedom. What is the degree of freedom? N minus 1. This is the formula, and same you can verify here. The formula is for greater, it is 1 minus pt tv into degree of freedom minus 1. Okay, just enter it and calculate the p value. This is the p value here, and p value here is coming. So same you can check the result too. If you will compare with the p value and test value, so what you will get, the you can check with the p value. This is, so it's not, is rejected. Okay, so whether you are taking the critical value and test value, rejected, and it is rejected. So this is how we can write the R program and how we can check the testing of hypothesis for a greater problem. This problem was for more than. So in this case, hypothesis is rejected. That means the bills are more. That means alternate hypothesis is accepted. Okay. Okay. The second question now we will study. The average amount of rainfall during the summer month for a northeast part of United States is 11.52. This is the average amount of rainfall. That means this is the value of mu. A researcher select a sample of 10 cities. This is the value of 10 cities in the northeast and find the average amount of rainfall. That means this is the value of sample mean average, because the researcher select the 10 cities. Alpha is equal to this one, the standard deviation of population. This is S, or you can call sigma, to be, yes, read from here. Can it be concluded that for 1995, the mean rainfall was below? Below means less than. So what is the alternate hypothesis and null hypothesis in this case? Alternate hypothesis is below. Mu is less than 11.52, while the null hypothesis will be greater than 11.52. This is, and it is one tail. Why? Because it is less than. Okay, so we need to find here the hypothesis, whether it is really below or it is up. So put these values in the R program. Mu is this one, and x bar, sigma, and alpha. Now comment if you want to write. N is less than 30, and the value of n is less than 30. So use t test. This is the question. Okay. Now what is the thing number one that we are calculating here? We are calculating here, find critical value, and if you will find the critical value, then you need to use the formula. Critical value is equal to how much? Here it is less than, so we will put negative. This is the first thing, because critical value come negative side. Okay, so critical value, this is qt, and it is 1 minus alpha alpha. Sorry, 1 minus alpha, and comma degree of freedom n minus 1, because we are using t-test. So this is, and if you will check critical value, it is coming negative minus 1.3833. So you need to remember this. Here we are using negative. Why? Because we know that we are using t-test, and the null hypothesis is less than. This is because less than, so we are using negative here. Okay. Now the next question, find test value. And if you will find the test value, same formula like previous we were using, so we can use it here. And test value, if you will see, it is coming minus 9.19. Clear? So This same formula we studied in theory. Okay, same you need to apply here. So test value we got it. Now you need to compare. What is this? Result 1. Result 1 is based on the critical value and the test value. So how to do it? So just calculate this. So H naught is accepted in this case. Why H naught is, oh, this is wrong. Why this is wrong? I write because this condition is for plus. We need to write the condition for minus. And what is for minus? You need to change it. Greater than by less than. This is now H naught is rejected. This is the rejected. Why? Because if test value is less than the critical value, because we are calculating it negative side. Negative side is maklub, reverse, reciprocal. Greater than will change into less than. So the null hypothesis is rejected in this case. Okay. Now calculate the find p value, and if you will calculate p value, what it will be? It will be the test value is negative, and it is the one-sided. Test value is negative and less. So this PT TV. This is you need to use. So p value is equal to uh, PT bracket start TV comma DF is equal to n minus 1. This is, and if you will calculate PV, this is coming here. This is the P value. And now calculate the second method for result using second method. And if you will calculate it, so this is H naught is rejected. So you can see with the critical value and test value method rejected, with the P value and alpha also rejected. This is how we are calculating the uh, hypothesis testing in case of less than. Okay. In this third question, a job placement officer claims the average starting salary for nurses is 1,200. This is the average salary. That means this is the value of mu. A sample of 10, value of n, has a mean because this is the sample mean. So x bar, and a standard deviation is 20. So this is the value of n, or you can call it sigma. Is there enough evidence to reject the claim? What is the claim? That the average salary is. That means Mafi greater, Mafi less. What type it is? So if you will see, this question is related to different. Mu is different than 1200, and mu is equal to 1200. Clear? So here, because different, so it is a two-tailed test. Please remember, here the test is two-tailed. And if the test is two-tailed, what formula we will use? We will use here this one and the last two, this one. Okay. So how to calculate? So these are the values because n is less than 30. So use t-test. Now, what is the question number one? Question number one is, question number one is find critical value. And what is the critical value if you are having a different than qt 1 minus alpha by 2? This you need to remember. Critical value is equal to qt bracket 1 minus alpha divide 2 comma degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1. Okay, and if you will type, the critical value is coming this one. So there are two things here. Now we need to check the test value. If test value is coming positive, okay. But test value is coming negative, you need to take critical value also negative because this problem related to different. In different, both the things possible. Positive values and negative values because it is a two-tailed test. So let first uh, calculate the test value and then we will see what test value is coming. test value. Now test value is coming negative. So my dear friends, in this case, we need to take the critical value negative. Okay, so is equal to minus oh qt bracket start 1 minus alpha by 2 degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1 bracket close. This is so CV will be negative. Now it is easy to compare. Not easy, even the correct form, because the test value is coming negative. So we need to compare the test value with the critical value, negative side. Okay. So now the hash result 1, and what we will do now, compare the result for the test value. Now you need to look here. What in case of negative, if test value is less, in case of this test value is less the critical value, h naught will be rejected. This is correct. So here, because test value is more negative compared to the critical value, so h naught is rejected. Clear? This is this one. Now the last, find the p value here, and p value in this case will be, because it is different. Okay, and this is negative. P value is different and TV is negative. So what we will do? 2 dharma. 2 multiply PT we need to use. So 2 multiply PT and the test value, comma, degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1 bracket close. This is, and if you will check, this is the P value. Now you can do the result too, that is between the P value and the alpha. So if you will calculate P value and alpha, then this is H naught is rejected. So H naught is rejected if you are calculating, means comparing TV and CV, and here also rejected if you are comparing P value and alpha. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the testing of hypothesis for different. Now in the last problem, if you will see, a state executive claims that the average number of acres in western Pennsylvania state parks, yes, this is the word, less than the value of mu. This is the value of mu, because they are talking about general, about Pennsylvania state, of random sample. How many parks? 5 parks are selected. N is equal to 5. Clear? And the number of acres is shown. Oh, here they have given values. The land of first farm, land of second farm, third farm, fourth farm, and fifth farm. That means here mean and standard deviation are not given, and the value of alpha is given. So what we need here? First we need the value of alpha, second we need the value of mu, third we need the less, and fifth we need this data. Then we can solve the question directly here in the R. So these things I have already typed. Mu is equal to this one, alpha this one, and x this one. Okay. So these are the values of x. Now, if data is given, then we need to use the Kanun directly, means formula directly. What? T test is equal to x, comma, what is the value of mu? Alternative, what type of hypothesis it is? Less. And confidence level, that is because alpha is 0.01, so 0.99. Okay. Now enter it. The moment you enter, you will get two values. What is the t value here? Test value, and what is the p value here? P value here, so you can write the test value is in this case 0.62432. This is the test value, and what is the p value? P value here in this case is 0.7169. This is the p value in this case. Okay, so without calculating the value of sample mean, sample standard deviation, we can calculate directly the p value. So if in the exam they are giving you some data, this type of questions are very, very easy. Just calculate the p-value using the t dot test and compare the result. What you need to do? You need to compare p-value with alpha, and in this case h naught is accepted. So the question is very, very easy. in this case, this is how we can solve this hypothesis testing. Okay, so in this video we have discussed four cases: greater than, less than, different, and if data is set is given. Whether it is less, different, or two-sided, it does not matter, but we can solve with the t test. Okay, thank you very much.